The goal of this trip is simple: to camp across the United States, see some amazing sights along the way, and bookend the entire experience by submersing ourselves in America's oceans. With the Atlantic coast behind us and coffees in hand, the journey is officially underway. So today was just a long driving day, a lot of highway miles, so we didn't document a whole lot of it, but we're here at our second, technically, campground of the trip, which is Cloudland Canyon State Park in Georgia, and it's pretty beautiful. It's packed, there's a lot of kids playing and stuff, so it's a good atmosphere.
It's awesome. They have I've been here a couple of times. We've actually camped here once before together, years ago when we had a ground tent. That was horrible and really hard to set up. But it's neat. They have obviously it's a canyon. They've got an awesome waterfall if you do a long hike. It's a beautiful spot. I highly recommend it, especially if you like to hike.
Yeah, so we're gonna stretch our legs because we've been in the car for like 9 hours today, and then we'll come back and set up camp.
First try. What's for dinner? Is it pad thai? Is it pad thai? Is it Wild West chili and beans? It's more pad thai. Can you please tell the people the secret to making the pad thai so delicious?
Is that right? Yeah. Salt Bay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Help?
I got it. What? Did you put the pillows in? I put them in the middle. Push your side to the back so it'll clear. Did that work? This didn't last long, huh?
Well, we drank it yesterday. No, the day before.
Hannah thinks that we should talk about the elephant in the tent, and she also told me not to make that joke.
Whatever.
So the footage at the beginning of this episode, we were in the van. That's not the van. So what happened? I'm gonna let Hannah tell you kind of what happened between our first night and this moment.
So our first night, we were on the coast in South Florida. We had the van, and the whole plan had been to take the van the whole time. We wanted to do coast to coast in it. It's not finished, but it's comfortable. It's got a vent fan. It's a pretty good setup regardless. So it's like 90 degrees. In South Florida, the humidity is like 85, and the vent fan starts beeping and screaming. And
it won't stop.
It won't stop screaming, but it also won't go up past 10%. So we don't have an AC unit in the van. We only have one vent fan, and that's what circulates the air and kind of keeps it cooler. Stopped working. And we did some troubleshooting, and we found out the circuit board went bad. So it's not a problem because it's under warranty, and that part is coming in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
We tried a couple of things, but we couldn't take the van without that circulating air.
No.
It would have been like a death trap.
Yeah, it's just a giant metal
box of heat.
Yeah, it's a toaster oven. And without the vent fan, it just wasn't feasible or safe. So instead of ditching the trip entirely, we shifted focus, put off the trip came back home to our temporary home, and shifted our focus from the van to the Jeep, delayed our departure by like 4 days while we prepped the Jeep instead of the van, and now here we are, and the tent gets nice cross breeze. We have the little fan up there, and it's gonna be better than the metal death box.
Especially in the southeast, it's like 100 degrees and impossible to camp if you don't have any kind of breeze. So
it's still sticky and a little gross right now in the tent, but it's better than all of that heat just being trapped in the van with no way to get out. So that's why we are in the Jeep instead of the van, and that's why there's a little
inconsistency.
Yeah. So now you're up to speed. So we just wanted to do a quick jaunt before we had to get in the Jeep again and drive. That was just the two main overlooks at Cloudland Canyon State Park. There's a lot of hiking here, some waterfalls, stuff like that. You can go down into the canyon, etc.
Highly recommend.
Yeah. And now we're headed to Land Between the Lakes in Tennessee, Kentucky area.
I think we're staying on the Kentucky side.
Yep. Cool.
For context.
So this has been Land Between the Lakes. This is Hillman Ferry Campground, I think I said last night, and I was right. Yeah, how'd you sleep?
Pretty good. It's the southeast, so it's hot and it's sticky, which we anticipated, which is actually kind of why we're not taking real time through the southeast to get out west. We're trying to expedite this part just a little bit.
Yeah, so we're considering the southeast portion of this trip kind of a scouting expedition, where if we like an area, we're going to come back when it's cooler, because as Hannah mentioned, the southeast right now is hot and very sticky, so it's not super comfortable to camp in.
And if you've ever camped in the southeast in the summer, not in like a trailer or an RV or something that has like AC, then you know what we're talking about. It's a little bit miserable.
Yeah, so if it seems like we're moving through these southern states pretty quickly, that's by design.
Because we are.
But we're going to slow down in the next couple days. I think starting Monday probably we're going to slow down a little bit, because we'll be up towards South Dakota and be able to take our time a little bit more. So
It'll be a little cooler.
yeah, so we're going to hit the road and head to Lake of the Ozarks. Also, if you're wondering why I'm always wearing a hat, there's my camp hair.
Should we take a poll at some point about whether or not you should wear your hair back out?
Sure.
Upon leaving camp, we put some miles behind us. More miles than we anticipated. These cross-country trips rarely shake out the way you plan them, but if the fireworks that greeted us as we entered Kansas were any indication, we had made the right adjustment, and something wonderful was waiting beyond the horizon. Thanks for watching this first installment of our Coast to Coast adventure. Tune in next time to see where the road leads us.
Look up